Hello everyone, I am Irfan Lodhi and you are watching Project Planning Tacts. Let's get started. Today I am gonna show you how to create a Gantt chart in Excel quickly. Here I have got a table and this table is having task ID, task names, duration, start date and finish date. I have got a start date filled in just like that, and I have applied formula here in the finish start plus duration, and I filled down the duration. If I change duration, the date will change. If I change again, the date is changed. On the right hand side, I have got my earliest date, which is 11th July, and then I applied F plus 1, which will give me the next day date, and then I simply drag the formula to the right based on my maximum date. I'm going to create bars here based on these dates. So what we need to do, I'm going to apply simple if function. If condition function is a simple function which can be used to determine different criteria. So let's see how I'm defining my criteria. My criteria is if. So what I want is, I want to fill down 1 in each cell here if the range from 11th July to 31st July dates fall under these dates range. So let's say 11th July falls under this cell, so I want 1 to be filled here and then it continues until I reach to 31st July. So that's my range from 11th July to 31st July. But I don't want to fill down these ones manually. I want to apply a function which should give me the result. So simply I'm going to apply if function. So press is equal to, type if, there is if function appeared. So either you double click on it by your mouse or you simply press tab key. So the function is selected. Logical test. My logical test is that start date is equals or less than my first starting date here. I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna press F4, F4 again and F4 again. So it will only freeze my column, but row will be dynamic. When I copy down this formula to the other cell, it will work. And then what I'm saying that start date less than or equals to the first start date on the Gantt chart. So click the date, then again press F4 again to freeze the row, because I don't want this to move down. I want to keep dynamic horizontally but not vertically. Press comma, value if true. So what I want now here, if this value is correct, then I'm gonna apply another condition. So type if, press tab key, select the function, and then again we have got logical test. My logical test here is my finish date is greater than or equals to the first Gantt chart start date, and again we have to freeze the column for the finish date and freeze the row. So press F4 for again, comma, value if true. What I want is if these two logical tests are correct, then I want 1. Otherwise, comma, I want blank. So simply press 2 inverted commas, close the bracket, and then let's see if I have got logical test, and if this test is true, then I have got this value. But what about if it's false? Then comma, press inverted commas and then close the bracket. So my first condition is, that's my logical test. If this is true, then it will have another condition. Otherwise, it will give me blank. Now the second condition is logical test. If my finish date falls under it, then I would get 1 if true or blank if false. Press enter. Here we go. I have got 1. Why? My start date is 11th July 2020 and on my Gantt chart date is 11th July 2020. Let us change some date here and see what happens. I'm gonna put here 10th July. So now 11th is moved to this cell. And if you see here, this function is returning back as blank. Now simply I will just drag this formula to the right side onto my whole range. And now if you look at here, my start date is 11th July, finishing is 31st July. So here I have got 11th July and it is going all the way to 31st July, and within the range I have got 1. From 1st August it is showing blank. Now I am going to copy and paste the function to the whole range. So simply press shift key, control key, hold it, press right arrow key, keep holding shift key and press down arrow key to select the range. Press Ctrl D to fill down the function. So what I want is, I want to make some colors here. So press shift key, press Ctrl key, hold, press right arrow key, press down arrow key. So now my range is selected. I am going to Home tab, then I am going to Conditional Formatting, and then I am going to apply new rule, and I am going to say format only cells that contain. So I have got cell value which is equal to 1. So I am going to apply formatting here. So select dark blue color. My font should not be visible. So I will select the same color as font so it will not be appeared. So it would look like that. Click OK and here we go. Now you can see the Gantt chart. But another issue here is that I want to select all the range and squeeze back. So what I would do is I would just squeeze the column width, and that's my Gantt chart. It doesn't look good. So there is a way that I can make it more better presentation. So let's say I will apply here function is equal to F1 to show my date here, and then squeeze back again. I'm going to copy the same function to the rest of my range. So all the dates are here. I will select the range, Control 1, go to alignment, and then what I want is to show vertical instead of horizontal. Click OK. Here I have got dates, but still it's not visible, so I have to work around. I have to select my range and then I have to make it visible, and I will press Control Shift and press 3, so it will format my date properly, and then I can select this range and I will make it white font so it will not be appeared, but obviously it's there because all the below functions are reading from there. How to make these bars more better? So we'll go to Conditional Formatting, we'll go to Manage Rules, click on Function here, and then I will apply Edit Rule. Go to Format, go to Fill Down. Now here we have got Fill Effects. Click on it. Here you can make some gradients. So what I am going to do, my first color is blue and my second color might be a very light blue, and then here you have got further options. If you want to show vertical, horizontal, you can select anyone, and then different options are there. Whichever you want you can select, but I am going to select, and I normally recommend horizontal, which is that one, and click OK, click OK, click OK again, apply, and then here it is showing 1. That is what I don't want. So what I will do now, I will copy this function. I will go to my Conditional Formatting, create rule, use a formula to determine which cells to format, and simply I will paste my formula here. I'll go to Formatting and I will apply the same, but this time I don't want any font because I will remove the font. Click Fill Effects. First color is dark blue. Second color is light blue. I will select that one, click OK, click OK again, click OK. We will select the range and we will remove ones. Now the question is, we have applied the formula, but why it isn't work? Let me show you why it isn't work. You have to go to Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules. That was my format based on function which we just set up. But what happened, if you look here, it applies to only on one cell. So we have to select the range from here. I will remove this, click here, and then from here you have to select the range. Click OK, apply. Here we go. It is done. We have another option to change the bar gradient. So we'll go to conditional formatting, manage rules. We'll edit the rule, and then what I want here to format is fill effect. Instead of putting dark as color 1, I will put dark as color 2, and then color 1 make it white, and then I'm going to select that one which will look like that. Click OK, click OK again, and click OK, apply, click OK. This looks much better. I'm going to make it more attractive now. I can select my whole range and I can apply some other background color. Let's say I will put black and font is white. And accordingly you can have a different colors here. I'll go to conditional formatting, manage, edit rule, format, fill effect. Instead of white, I am going to select black. And because black is dark color, so I am going to select light colors. Okay, click OK, apply. Look how beautiful it looks like. I want to show that bars into weeks. I am going to select first 7 cells and merge them. Okay, now it shows 10th, but what I want is I want to show the last weekday, which is 16. So the first change the font. So that week is starting from 10th July, but the last day I'm showing here 16th, and then I will simply just drag to the right. Now if you want, you can show some grid lines to make it more attractive. Let me show you something here, like for example, if I start 14th July to 10th July, what would happen? Look, everything is. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to remain informed of new videos.